Some of you guys might have noticed real quick. Wait a minute, he's in the shop doing a live. Yeah, we've tried that before. It's always failed miserably. Yeah, doors are closed too, which you always have to even have a semblance of signal in here. But now we have signal, and that's a good thing. Not just for the shop, but for the channel in general, because sometimes I'm in areas where I can't do any uploads, and I had content recently, but I had no ability to upload. So that was a major problem. Yeah, there's a thing called lost revenue, people. Yeah, some people have to understand that happens, and it's not extortion when you have to tell people, hey, someone needs to make up for my loss. So yeah, obviously we're back from Texas, me and Jen. Jen and I were filming in here earlier today. We set up my Starlink. That's what that backpack was. The backpack is actually a upgrade. You could buy the Starlink, but then you got to buy other stuff to go with it. And the backpack was purchased extra, and everything fits in the backpack, so it's worth the money. And honestly, that backpack wasn't cheap, but it certainly made packing it easy. So I filmed here with it setting up. I've been doing like little update videos since we got back. I haven't really, well, I've been uploading old content that I filmed before I went to Texas. But honestly, it's really all I've been doing. And I've been in and out of here trying to get caught up. So it's just been a nightmare. And forgive me for my nose, me sneezing. Just sweeping up, cleaning up. And there's a lot of dust everywhere. So sorry, my allergies are absolutely terrible. I just washed my hands and face right before coming on air. And of course, I left my paper towels all over there to blow my nose. So sorry, I may have to take a break just to blow my schnoz. Ugh, it's going to be a rough one. Let's muddle through it. Yeah, I know. All right, so comments here. We're going to get into that a little bit. Yes, we're back from Texas. Yeah, Texas ended. If you seen my last video that I dropped, Texas ended extraordinarily bad, which I predicted 2 years ago. I'm trying to debate on how much about Texas I want to talk about today. I'm not going to get into everything between my. I'm not going to get into everything between me and my father, or me and my mother, or what's being done to my mother and my father potentially. But everybody in this channel knows the bad blood between me and my sister, and a lot of it is orchestrated by my sister. So we're going to leave it at that. Well, not really. We're going to talk about it. I have to watch what I do because there's some stuff pending that I really want to let happen first. But yeah, we're going to cover some of it. I just want to read some comments, and then we'll kind of get into the crux of things of what all I've been doing here. Wow, they updated stuff here, so it's all different now. They made it so hard. Whoa, I don't zoom in that hard. Sorry. How do I make it go back? Oh, okay, that way. Oh, how do I? Actions. Man, I screwed up, everybody. I'm sorry. Nobody wants to see me that zoomed in. What if I reverse it? All right, all right, so there's the shop, but that doesn't help me reverse the zoom. What's that do? Save highlight, mute microphone. I don't want that. Reverse again. All right, there we go. Back to normal. All right, where's comments? The problem is the comments are in, oh, you know what? Let me put something darker in the background. I can read them better. Everything is in white, and all my walls are white, so it's very hard to read. Oh my God, this update is terrible. Somebody asked, John Peterson, I know you watch me, appreciate it, but don't worry about where my shop is. People that know, I don't mind having people, but I do at the same time. KW 900L, love your attitude, Mr. Guy. Probably my guy is what he meant. Hey, Steve, how are you doing today, my friend? That's Jeffrey Martin. Doing all right, been busy. Keep on trucking outlaw life. We've been missing you in Orwell, driver. Yes, I've been very busy. Orwell is not here. In fact, Orwell is still parked at the yard where I left him when I went to Texas. When we left here, excuse me. When we left here, I had a load I had to drop off at the yard to be repowered, so I left it at the yard. Everything at the yard piled in a dually, and then Shot straight to Texas with not much more. Matter of fact, that's all we got was a 3-hour nap. Steve needs an orange juice sponsor. That's Blue Hemi. Yes, Blue Hemi. Make it happen, brother. Hi from England. Live watching. Love watching your show. Hope you and Dad are good. Dad's alive. Good. That's debatable, but he's alive. Health-wise, he's getting better. I hope, but I don't know. I haven't heard anything in a while. Thoughts and prayers to you and your family. Yeah, you're gonna need thoughts and prayers. S.A. Mara, say hello to your dad. WB2PTG from Steve. W5BIB. It's actually nowadays WB2PTG/5. It's been changed because he lives in Texas now. WB2PTG was issued to him when he lived in New Jersey. So yes, that's my dad's ham radio call sign, if everybody's curious. Sumo Selly says, sorry. First time joining one of your live feeds, loving your content. Currently building a Peterbilt model with trailer. Was thinking about doing the same color as Orwell. Well, I ain't going to tell you not to. I'm just going to say, be original. Orwell, I keep the same color. Even if I paint them, it's going to be the same color because, what do you call? You could tell the pedigree of Orwell. Man, this is so tough to read these things. I wish you guys could see it. It literally is in white, and it's hard to see in here. I'm trying to... That's why I'm keeping a chapel trailer. I can put the comment in that blue stripe right there, or right there, so I can read it. This is terrible, this update. Oh, flies. I swear. Let's see here. Was watching your New York City, and it's not New York City, New York. Not New York City, New York State, DOT video. Then came up, good, searching for seeing cue ball against Alpha Romeo 15. Interesting name there, guy. Oh, what's your plans for the chapel trailer? There's one for sale just like in Harrisburg, PA area. Yeah, that's the one that used to be at, well, it was a Wilco. What's your next move, driver? Still focusing on the Ford 9000. Yeah, we're going to have to get back in that. Everything, absolutely everything in here got paused when I went to Texas. I was getting ready to do the frame on the Ford. We'll show it out here in a minute. I was getting ready to start on that. And then... well, the cab's over there, the frame's over there. I got popcorn, the F-150 in the middle there, P352 there. All right, so I'll talk about it, about what I plan on doing with the merch trailer. Oh, I just said it. Sorry. Yes, so the idea with this is I'm going to convert it because the back of it is all office. Oh, sorry, the front is all office, and the back is like where they used to preach in big wide open areas. So I'm thinking if I were to take it to like a truck show or something, not like Matt's, but something much smaller, haul it in there, have a diesel generator, Starlink antenna somewhere on it so I can run Wi-Fi just like I am now, and something along that line, and then sell merch in it. Any of my other YouTube friends can also use it as well. I mean, I don't know. What would I don't know. Merch wagon is what I'm thinking. But anyway, so yeah, like Tim could use it, Dominique, whoever else, that I'm friends with on YouTube could use it, or we all could sell merch out of the same thing. That's kind of the idea. I mean, but I want it to look exactly like it does now. That's the thing. It has to remain true to what it always was. So, same with the cabover. It has to look exactly like it does, except for the legality of taking the lettering off and so on. But I want it to look the same. That's why I'm going with the Dayton wheels rather than anything new, because I want it to look like it always did when it was sitting in Washington State. So there's the cab, there's the trailer, and that's the plan with it. So there you go, merch wagon. That's the basic idea. Any truck can pull it once I'm done with it. I haven't even started it. All I did was I got it inside because my shop landlord was complaining about it being outside, and just stuff that just stays outside and doesn't move, and that obviously was going to be one. So I'm going to repair it, and I'm going to, probably find a place for it, stick it in a storage barn, or job it out, use it. I don't know, maybe, I don't know, anybody else wants to use it, maybe you can spend some time other than here. But that's the thing, that's what I want to do with it. Let's see here. What else is going on? Oh, sorry. Just like I said earlier, my cleaning up, a lot of dust, sweeping that speedy dry up here. Man, that stuff makes the finest powder It just gets everywhere. And then I also moved the generator, leaked gas, so now it stinks like gasoline in here. Oh, it's just, I don't know if you hear my wheezing. Here, listen. It's just, damn, this sucks. Look, get itchy under here from the dust. But yeah, it's not been the best. Anyway, I like to muddle through it. Oh, that's all I want to show you. Check this stuff out. Let me reverse the camera here. I'm going to go out the other door here. I usually use this door. I'll show you my Starlink. So now we're outside, and it'll still work. So that's the antenna right there. It just sits on a tripod, or not a tripod, this little four-legged, like, thing. So that's the antenna. And it is, right now, talking to you, shining straight up into the sky. Somewhere up in that sky is a satellite, or two or three, or I don't know how many they got. The big train of satellites. But anyway, there's the satellite, there's the antenna. And run the wire into the shop. I'll show you. I can't really see it in this light, but yeah, there's the wire. I just got it running up through here, up under the door. I'll get to the comments here in a minute, guys. Don't worry. Under the door, back inside. Used to be able to work the phone outside, but not inside. All right, so I had this clean. So what the Starlink does is it runs the wire through here. This here is actually, that little piece right there, that's an Ethernet adapter. So your computer can hook right to it. But this is your Wi-Fi router by SpaceX. And that's what we're using for signaling here. Powers right here, 110 volt AC. Nice. Supposedly you can work these off DC somehow. There's a hack to that. But I'll run an inverter. So anywhere between, I'm told a 500 watt inverter from what I read will run it, but I'll also have to power my laptop. So I'm probably gonna have to put a 1,000 watt inverter in Orwell to do it. But that thing is pretty fast. I uploaded a short on camera. Jen had the GoPro going. So I uploaded a short. Oh, busted my knuckle. Whoops, squirrel. Uploaded a short and uploaded real quick off the phone. So apparently it's pretty fast. I don't know how fast is. I'm a truck driver, not an internet guru, but it's quick. So yeah, so I'll make it to where that antenna can hook to anything, be it a camper, merch trailer, big enclosed trailer outside, whichever. Yeah. Sorry guys. Oh, so I'm talking about Glamis. Glamis probably isn't happening. Not the way I planned it. When everybody thought my father was dying, both my sons took time off and raced to Texas, and they don't have as much time off, and they don't work for themselves, so they spent their time off to go see their grandfather. So there's no Glamis. Sean maybe, but not me, or not Matthew. And to be honest, money's gonna be stupid tight because I was down for over a month, and that costs a lot of money to not work for a month. Yeah, I know, I extorted it. Sure. All right, let me start reading some comments here and get into this. Oh, man, they do have to do something with this. It's so hard to read this. I'm sorry, I don't mean to complain, but damn. Dean Corey says, told Bruce that tractor guy in Florida that Orwell is more popular than the cabover he is giving away. You know what? I'm not going to get into that. Bruce was around before me, and he's got a much bigger channel than me, and I work with him. So, he works with Green APU, as do I, so I got no beef with Bruce. Believe it or not, people think I do. I don't have a beef with him. I don't know him. I think I met him 3 times in my life. But we work together with the same company, so I got no bad words to say about him. Let's see here. I see. What's the service oil mileage for Orwell? What is the high maintenance items you do with Orwell? Please tell us the service schedule for Orwell. Orwell goes out and back to the East Coast twice, then gets fuel filters. Goes out 2 more times, gets more fuel filters. On the third on the third set of round trips, it does full service. Oil change, fuel filters, oil filter, grease job, whole 9 yards along with the trailer. If I do West Coast, all out and back, that counts the same as 2 trips East Coast. I was always told you try to do your Caterpillars about 15,000 miles, but for oil change, that's if you're not idling. And I don't, obviously, because I had a degree in APU. But, um, you know, not a mileage thing because sometimes the mileage hits when you're halfway out or all the way out, but not back. So I tend to do it on trips, 2 out, 2 back. You know, 2 round trips, filters, 2 round trips, filters, 2 more round trips, full gamut. That's basically how I work it. Oh my god, the white is killing me, guys. All your comments are in small print in white. How is Widmeyer Express treating you? I'd come off the road, take care of my dad. He is not doing well. That's Ronald. Ronald can't. Oh hey, that's is that the Cantwell? He used to work with us. I'm being treated fine. They're eagerly waiting for me to get back. But yeah, that's how that goes. Let's see here. Hey, Q Ball. Hope your family issues get resolved. You and Orwell stay between the ditches. That's Bert Dingman. Yeah, I'm hoping that too. Family issues between me and the family? That's not resolving. That'll be till I'm dead. Yeah. As far as everything else, dealing with my family, their health, we're not really sure. I don't know. We'll get into that here in a little bit here, guys. Love watching you and Gentry. Definitely different from the way things are done in Australia. It's Josh Ford. Yeah, I imagine so. One of the ideas I always thought of wanting to do is travel and do trucking vlogs from other countries. Like do ride-alongs in with other trucks in other countries. I think that'd be kind of cool. Hey, one day I'll do it, but normally I'll probably talk about it for... see here. First time... Oh, wait a minute. That's all. All right, let's go to more common here. Let's see here. I wish I could go work for your company. Well, why can't you, Mark 1063? 2-year verifiable flatbed over the road, clean driving record, no, major drug problems or whatever. You're probably good to go. The whole world's hiring. Omar Youssef says, how's the Ford coming along? Nothing recently, but I can go update on that real quick. Hey, Steve, keep up the videos. Love them. Hope to see you again at Max. Love to check out Orwell. Love those cabovers. That's James Minsfield. Thank you. What's the name of the phone app with miles reading for the speed? DigiHUD. D-I-G-I-H-U-D. It's set up so you can put it on your phone. You can even reverse it and flick it up on your dash, and it'll display like a HUD, H-U-D, heads-up display, and it'll display it on your windshield even. That's why it's called that. It's just another speed app on a phone. There's like a billion of them out there. And then everybody asked me, the other one I use is Waze, W-A-Z-E. That works good. All right, Ford cabover. All right, let's look at the Ford cabover quick. So, last update. I know the shop is a mess. I've been cleaning it all day today. Me and Jen. Matter of fact, Jen wiped down all my tools, so I got to put them away. Toolboxes are over here now. I think I'm putting shelving in the back there. And I replaced or fixed my air compressor. So anyway, here's the Ford frame. We're going to do the driver's side template. So the frame rail that's underneath that I cut off the 352 is going to get welded on here at the right length with all the holes, and it's going to go out to PG Adams to get made 2 sides. Problem is I got to figure out where I'm putting the Ford frame before I start taking it apart. This is getting out of here this week, so we got to talk about popcorn. That's what this truck's name is, popcorn. My son's grandfather on his mother's side, he used to look exactly like Popcorn Sutton, so the truck got named Popcorn. So the 352 Pete's over here, what's left of it, it's just landed there because it was a convenient spot to put it. The axles that came out of it are right here, and these are the axles that's going to go in the Ford once everything's sandblasted, rebuilt, and painted. Both rear end chunks are getting rebuilt, sandblast them, paint them, the whole 9 yards, same with the frame. But these axles are going to go with the new lengthened frame. The engine for the cab for the Ford, it's right here. It's a Cummins big cam, no idea what size. I really need to get caught up on James Pretty's stuff. I think he's been working on these things. It's nice to be in the back of the shop and have a phone that works. Holy crap. So leave a comment. Is there any, I'm assuming the audio is good. And there's the A model cat that came out of the 352 right here. Kind of weird when you can look right through the cab over like that, but there it is. But that's the 3406A that came out of this. So yeah, we definitely got projects coming along here. So again, the Cummins, popcorn. Popcorn's been here for too long. Yeah, don't it, no, it that actually is a guitar in there, not a big long barrel bass gun. Drum, I meant. Yeah, that's Matt's kayak. I guess I'll send that with it. So yeah, we got to put the I-beams are in the machine shop along with the knuckles, and then the cab of the Ford CL 9000 sitting right here, and it's on a wheel around cart, so I can move it around the shop easy. So yeah, that's the idea. All right, I don't want to get too caught behind with the comments here, so let me scroll through this. I need something dark behind me. There we go. Popcorn will work. Steve, what's the crack with moving from different country? What? What's the crack with moving from a different country to the USA to do trucking? Mark, I don't know. What I would tell that's Mark Jenkins. I don't know. Look, I looked that up on the internet, man. It's all I could think of because I know there are a lot of companies that are trying to get drivers and they will import them from overseas. I know there's work visas available. State Department? I don't know. That's a good question. Somebody answer this question. I guarantee you somebody else. Mark Jenkins, I guarantee you somebody on this channel knows your answer. So if you know how to do that, put a comment. Tell them how to do it. Because one thing we need in this country is workers. We need workers, like people at work. Young generation don't know how to work. I'll train 5 of those for one good worker, as far as I'm concerned. You want my opinion? There it is. We need workers. So if you work, bring it. I mean, hello. Look at my family. That's all they did. It came in from my father's side came from Ukraine. They came from Poland, and my mother's side's Italian. They came here and they went straight to work. So that's, hey, if you're a worker, you're one of me. Bring it. Hey, brother, it's good to see you. That's Power Rats. That's an interesting name. Alfa Romeo 15. What brand of guitar is it? I have no idea. I'm not going to open it. Sorry. You are working perfectly, as John Cox said. All right, that's awesome. I'm glad that Starlink's working. Costs enough, but yeah. This is basically I set it up here today was to test. And to do a live. I know everybody wants to hear me in the shop. So, yeah. Video and audio is great. Excellent. Okay, that's one I asked. Cheers from Boston. That's improper Bostonian. Audio is... Someone said thanks. Good luck to you. You the man. Want to get a shirt? Want to get FSC shirt? Got a 362. Yeah, we got to work on that. I let so much go. If I win Bruce's cab over, I'm giving it to you, Steve. That's just me. Hey, look, if it's free, it's for me. You want to give it to me, I'll take it. You know, I'm not into that. Eugene Saidi, Siedi, Seidel, Siedl. Sorry. Have you got all your frame material yet for your new Ford? No, I got to send a piece out as a template with the holes already in it so they can pre-drill my holes. And that way when the frame gets here, all I got to do is paint it and install it and it's done for the frame. But I got to get there first. How was school for you? Oh, that's asking Mark something. Okay. Been a while since I've seen your videos. Like to see your video. It's good. How's your father feeling the whole situation? All right. You know what? Let me set up the phone and I'll sit and talk with you about Texas. So let me do a Whistling Diesel style phone mount. I'll just prop it up on something. I'll sit here and we'll talk. Obviously, I can't see comments, so if I want to leave them, hopefully I can get to them. All right, here's the Texas scenario. My father has, so I don't know what'll get me like issues with YouTube, so I gotta watch it. My father has a terminal problem, plus it's his personal info. My father has a terminal thing. He got the big casino, which should have been a small time thing, but when New Jersey had all the lockdowns, you weren't going to the doctor. So if you had the big casino, they just told you to go home and die. Like there was no treatment for you. My mother had a non-tumorous At the same time, nobody knew it, and nobody was seeing my parents. Nobody knew it. My mother had a non-cancerous tumor growing next to her belly, her stomach, that was squeezing off her stomach, making it impossible to eat. And my mother started suffering from severe malnutrition, in addition to having a myriad of blood-like chemistry problems. Um, Hemoglobin is what is in your blood that transports the oxygen in your blood. If you have low hemoglobin, you can still have 100% blood ox, but only half the hemoglobin, because percentage is your 100% of your hemoglobin has 100% oxygen in it, but you're only half the hemoglobin, which is mean your pulse ox is really 50, or blood ox is really 50. So mom has blood chemistry problems. So the idea was they were going to move to Texas along with my sister. My sister borrowed the money and paid it back from my parents, because at that time everybody was moving out of um, states such as New Jersey, California, Illinois, into states like Florida, Texas. And in Texas, every time my sister goes to make an offer to buy a house pending the sale of the one she had in Jersey, somebody with cash bought her out. Like beat, it was like if you put a house up on a market for 200,000, you could sell it for 250. It became a bidding war. It was almost like if you put a house up for sale for like 200 grand, you might sell it for 250 because somebody offers 205, 210. Next thing you know, it's an auction and you get more money. It's not like the traditional market at that time. So my parents lent my sister and her husband the money to buy a 10-acre plot in Howard County, Texas. West Texas, but it is in Howard County. I already released that. The exact address, don't worry about that. We're going to get into it to some degree, but my parents are my parents. Leave them the hell alone. So, but the problem is, if my parents don't sign paperwork leasing a 2-acre-ish parcel, my sister still owns the property under the house, even if my parents own the house. There is a thing, however, because it's my parents' house, they live there. Even if it was a travel trailer parked on the yard, it's still where they reside. It's still their domicile. So it becomes a legal problem of whether my sister can bar the brother she hates, her only brother, because she thinks I'm the godless heathen with no soul, son of the devil with no soul. My sister found religion in one of those cults. I refer to it as a cult. I grew up in a Roman Catholic church, okay? With actual, cross, a steeple, you actually, you stand up, you kneel, you sit, the traditional. There's nothing wrong if you don't do the traditional thing, but that's how I was raised. But you get these church offshoots that are like, they're for religious people with problems. In other words, my sister joined up with these offshoot type of church because when she married a significantly older man in her younger years, he was divorced, she was not. She couldn't get married in the church we grew up because he was divorced. So she started going off with these church offshoots. But in New Jersey, it at least was a church with a cross and a steeple, and but the preacher, pastor, whatever, they're allowed to marry, unlike the Roman Catholics, which is how I was raised. But that's what she did, and it wasn't like a building full of kooks. It was just normal people. But that was in New Jersey. They got down to Texas and they went to this place right next to a real church with a cross and a steeple, and you actually pray, and you get on your knees and pray, you sit down, you stand, the whole bit, right? No, next door, it's an abandoned shopping center next to a Harbor Freight. I'm dead serious. And these are some interesting people. These are the type of people that will tell my father, because he doesn't believe exactly as they do. This is the day before he goes to get a mastectomy, okay? Because, that casino spread it all over the place with him. He had to get one side taken out of him. And the day before he goes to surgery, he goes to the men's group over there, and they tell him, you're going to go to not heaven, because you don't believe exactly how they believe in. You tell this guy right before the day before he goes to surgery? That's what you tell him? Yeah, that's what they told him. So, fast forward, they moved to Texas. Tanya gets down there. It's just a bare spit of land. Tanya gets down there. They finish emptying out the house. Oh, I fly my son to New Jersey to help them pack up their crap and take it to Texas. My sister, because there might have been some custody issues with her children, wanted to split town before her ex-husband could start maybe a problem in courts. So she decided to haul ass to Florida. So while Matthew and her husband packed the rest of the house in a pickup truck and a camper to head to Texas, my sister and the kids were at the beach. Yeah, like seriously, at the beach in Florida. Meanwhile, I flew Matt to go help. Now, Matt at that time was in high school, and he wasn't very well behaved, to be honest. I kept him on the wraps. I kept him in line, but cats away and mice will play. What if the mice travel to another house and that cat don't give a care? Yeah, well, that kind of happens. So I'm getting phone call. The husband, Tom is the husband's name, who's calling Tanya, who then calls me about Matt's bad behavior. I call Matt on the phone, and I got a few bad things to say to Matthew, who Tom don't like me saying bad things to my son, even though he's on the other phone talking to Tanya, talking to me about my kid. I talk to my kid. I know, 2 phones, get it? But he don't like how I'm talking to my son while he's telling me my son ain't acting right. Well, you're the adult in the room. Take care of it. Oh no, his version, take care of it. Call Tanya, who calls me to call Tom to call Matt, and then he don't like how I do it. This happens all the way to Texas. Meanwhile, my sister is coming back from coming to Texas from Florida with a car that's falling apart. Who does she call? Me. To figure out what's wrong with the car. Bad tires. Let me start with tires. That happened too. And then when they were having technical issues, can't hook up the trailer to the truck. The husband calls Tanya, calls me, calls Matt, try to help them out. But now I'm involved in his business. Meanwhile, Tanya's calling me to talk Tom or talk Matt to, see how the circle goes? See how I'm trying to do this on purpose? So now I'm in his business because he can't get a travel trailer hooked to his pickup truck, and I'm the bad guy. Meanwhile, when he got all pissy with me, I literally showed him the text messages about his wife texting me about what he can't do because he doesn't know how to hook a trailer to his truck. Matt should have been helping better. Matt knows this stuff, but Matt was kind of like, I don't want to get in trouble, so Matt kind of stayed back. So the arguing and bickering kept from New Jersey all the way. You got to picture this. It was Matt, Tom, 5 dogs in a travel trailer and a pickup truck going from New Jersey to Texas. I can't even imagine this. By the way, you know something better? Up until then. So, they get to Texas. Tanya is like buddy-buddy with me. And is saying, hey, can you help us with, I was looking into renting equipment because at this time we're looking at land clearing for not 1 house, but 2. So I start I'm thinking land clearing. I'm thinking what Tanya showed me on paper. She wanted like a big yard with like a rough room to like put a barn and horses and area in the back for off to the side for my mom. And I'm thinking this is a little bit more than a backhoe. This is a bulldozer. So I'm literally trying to rent a bulldozer over here. And she told me, okay, get a price. Well, it took me all day, but I got a price. And she didn't want to pay that price. I'm like, well, why? Half of that is mom. This is cheaper than the people that you've been talking to that's going to clear a little piece. I'm going to clear a much bigger piece for the same amount of money, but you're only responsible for half of it. Mom got the other half. So I'm doing 5 times the work for the same price of your little dinky thing. Well, that was a discussion. And then when Matt got down there, Matt started, remember the 5 dogs? Yeah, they're rescue people. So my son got down there. Yeah, they're rescue people. I got to rescue Matthew. So Matthew didn't come home. Actually, no, let me back that up. Matt did come home, but I had to get on the telephone call and explain child custody and how we were going to do it. I wasn't going to waste time with lawyers. I was going to go down to Texas. Son. Yeah, it's my son. We think I'm going to do. We're going to talk about it all day? No. My son's coming home with me, and you're going to stay there, and you're going to be happy. That's how it's going to play. I didn't say that to them. I said it to my mother, who then got on the phone with Tanya. Says, put the kid on a plane back to Wisconsin now. I'm not paying for it, she says. Okay, here we go. Matt's on an airplane. Dad paid for it. Ain't that nice? So that was the big blow up. Well, guess who ain't allowed to build their house on that 10 acres now, even though they lent them the money to buy it? Guess who can't build their house? It'd be mom and dad. So I go down there and I find a piece of property already with a house that mom and dad could stay in while their house is built on my property that I was going to buy. Like I want a piece in Howard County, Texas, right? I mean, it's a beautiful area, don't get me wrong, but there's nothing there. If you don't work for the oil field, you're basically destitute. So I'm like, nah, that ain't for me. But my mom and dad want to be there near my kids are grown, so Tanya's got smaller kids. So I'm like, all right, mom and dad want to be near the small grandkids. So I'll buy a piece of property just so I can have a house for mom and dad to stay in while their house is being built. And whatever with the other house. I don't care. Rent that out, stay in it every now and again. Vacation home in the winter, snowbird thing, right? That's a big deal. I'm ready to sign the papers to buy this damn house. Like I got everything all set, ready to go. Boom, Tanya goes, you can build on my property now because I don't want to have to deal with Steve. Oh, and I want you to have to need me. This is Tanya talking. So yeah, you can build on my property. And I warned them. In writing, in fact. A warning that I actually made my father repeat to me. So he understood the warning that what you're doing is you're going to give my sister, Tanya, all the control over your life. If she thinks that she could bar me off of your property, off of your land, off of your house, see, technically it's her land but your house. If she thinks she could do that because some clerk at the county courthouse said so. But in reality, the deputies know better. But they're there to keep the peace, right? So finally, when my father gets diagnosed with the spreading of the big casino, the family gets in a panic and says, hey, we got to get mom and dad to Texas fast because if my dad goes on the drugs they give you that make you real sick, he might not be able to travel no more. So right before Christmas, we put them on a plane and send them both to Texas. They literally abandoned the house, just got on a plane, left. That left the moving to be done. Well, that's where I got the big enclosed trailer. Me and my father made a deal that I would do the move for a deal with the trailer. So I put in the time and went down to Georgia, picked up the trailer, brought it to Jersey, loaded it. It took like 2 weeks to empty out the house. The whole trip took like over a month. And I wasn't asking for lost revenue, both in YouTube or because I wasn't editing video as fast as I should have been. And I obviously wasn't driving the truck, so I was losing money. I was hemorrhaging money. But nobody saw that. They just saw that I did the job. Okay, do the job. But after they went down there, I had to help. This is such a long story. I get confused in the timeline. So Christmas time, mom and dad get down there, and I have to build a porch off Tanya's house with an extension to come off the house, the main porch, to get to the travel trailer that Tanya and Tom towed down there. Well, now they traded up for a bigger one, which was better for my parents, and I had to do all this construction. And wouldn't you know, Christmas Day of all days, as soon as the porch was usable, we invent a reason to be mad at me because my son was acting stupid, and I told him to knock it off. And I told him to stop acting like a baby, and I couldn't wait for his testicles to drop. I literally, quote unquote, said that. I didn't say balls. I said testicles. Oh my God, you'd have thought I had just I don't know, sacrificed a goat or something on the table. That was it. Big, huge fight. F you. Matt, let's go. Get your crap. We're out of here. Matt's 18. He ain't going nowhere. Oh, really? Well, the dummy stayed. What was I going to do? He's 18. So I left. That's where I got this done. So I got that tattoo done in Midland a couple of days later, based on that Kid Rock song we talked about. I'm wrong, but you ain't right. Listen to that song. It's off the album Cocky. We talked about this. That's off that album. You should. That song is me and my sister. So I got that done. Took my kid, but now nothing I could do. I had some weight on him that if Matt didn't get through high school and continue on with his life as we had planned, I was gonna do something with that weight. They know what it is. I don't gotta talk about it. They know what it is, and still is. But Matt smartened up in 2 months. He came home. That's when he was gone, and things have been bad blood ever since. So now I went down to see my parents, along with my sons, when my dad got really sick, and mom, of course, is doing not well at all. The fact of the matter is, right now, neither one of them can really live alone. They need some form of assistance, and they live in a house by themselves. So somebody has to be there to take care of them, and I don't know who it is. When I left, things were not well. Um, Legally, I can't go back to that property, any bit of it, mom's side or Tanya's side, and that gives me standing in court to fight it, and I might be doing that in the very near future. But my parents aren't unable to live alone, and I can't monitor the situation. So, but some of this is my dad's fault because he follows my sister with everything she says. And to be honest, he's starting to fall for what the cult tells my sister, who then tells my father. My mother doesn't want anything to do with it. But my mother's treatment is not good either. Tanya does not treat my mother with the same love and respect she treats her father. And to be honest, my father does not treat my mother with love and respect as he should either. Again, he's on so much medication, and if the cancer is all up and down his spine, did it get into his head? I'm not an oncologist. I don't know. But the man that my father is, the way he's acting now, is not the James Feschek that I grew up with. That is not the man I am proud to call my father. The man that is there now, the way he is acting is like something I've never seen before. Something my mother doesn't even understand. But my sister's such a big friggin' bully that mom will talk a bunch of crap about my sister to me when mom's in the hospital. Yeah, she went to the hospital too while my father was home. While I was taking care of my dad, I had to go back and forth to the hospital to help mom. And mom was really mad about the way Tanya was treating her. But then when Tanya came to the house, mommy had nothing to say. What does that sound like to you? If somebody that's really strong is now like 74 years old and like really mild and meek and doesn't want to say nothing, maybe somebody's afraid of something. Maybe somebody's afraid of being thrown out of their own house and their house being thrown off the property that they lent money to buy, that they did get paid back. I'll give them that. They got paid back on that. But mom is afraid because it's been threatened that they'll be thrown out of their house and the house off the property. So because I fought back, my father put a CTW. What's that called? Criminal trespass warning. So my father put one of them against. My father put one against me because I called Tanya on a crap that Tanya holds my parents hostage in their own home because Tanya owns the land under the home. And yeah, I called them out on it, and I'm the bad guy. All of it caught on video, by the way. We'll be dealing with that in the future. Like I said, lawyers, yeah, we'll be keeping lawyers well down there. But that's the Texas story, really, really quick. Believe it or not, there's a lot of stuff I'm holding back. And I'm not going to hold back forever. But I'm waiting on a couple of things. So what did I do? I didn't do nothing. I didn't just come home. What I did was, they're going to find out. If they didn't find out yet, they're going to find out. And if they found out already, then they're going to find out that life is getting ready to suck even more than it already sucks. Because remember I said my parents can't live alone for a while because of their health? Well, it would suck to lose your job because you got to take care of mom and dad because you threw out the one that was able to do it and still remain. I was willing to do 2 months down there, honestly. But dad was going to help out with, that's where the extortion comment from Tanya comes from. Yeah, I lost a lot of money over this deal. So my father paid up some rents around here. Well, the shop rent was one, the apartment rent's another. To make sure that when I got back, I didn't have to worry about losing a lot of money. I'm still hemorrhaging money. I'm not getting evicted because I spent a month and a half in Texas. Or was ready to spend two and a half months down there. So yeah, I'm extorting my parents. That's what my sister said. I got it on film. Yeah, we had a camera. Duh. But yeah, we're gonna address that. But that's the longest story short with Texas. So yeah, I have to get my life back on order, or back in order. By the way, my sons both tell me I should just walk away. I should just walk away. Stop feeling guilty for things I can't control. That's one. But my mother is not well, so I have to make sure that she is. So right now she is because Tanya and Tom are supposedly there every day for the next couple of weeks or a week still to go. But, Tom only has so much vacation and Tanya's got to start a new job. That is, if she's going to start her new job. That might have been something I talked about. We'll see. Anyways, that's what's going on, Mom and Dad. So my mom is in a really bad spot. Health-wise, they're doing better. Mentally-wise, my mother is being absolutely effed over. My dad is part of the one that's effing my mother over. My sister controls it all because she thinks she's the boss. And she's really not the boss. She just thinks she is. So that's that. Oh, boy. I guess I should read comments. I got a lot of them. Oh, man. 425 you people listen to me bitching about Texas. Yikes. Got to go all the way to the bottom. Ooh, who's the hater? Sniveling, Corey. All right, well, tell me about your problems, Corey. I guarantee you have bigger problems like how to make sure your parents don't catch you, jaying off in your basement. I know the feeling, black sheep in my family, and I've spoken to them for 25 years. I got 5 kids, 8 grandkids, then never met them. Oh, man, that sucks. Tripod. Man, that's terrible. Your kids are 100% right. Let these people fend for themselves. They've made their choices. No, my father made the choices. My mother went along with bad choices. There's the difference. If my mother wasn't around, I would be like, you know what? F y'all. I'm out. Peace out. It sucks to suck. That's what Sean always tells me. You know what? I've talked about this. You want to talk? That's the other thing, too. They're using religion to beat me down. Hello, you act like I have no religion? Yeah, I kind of talked to somebody about this. Yeah, I talked to Craig. The guy that I dealt with getting the truck. I talked to him. We've prayed on the phone a few times. Talk about this stuff because, yeah, I'm mentally I struggle with it. I'm not going to let it take me down, but yeah, keep your head up, brother. That's me, yes. Absolutely. No, I'm never going to look down on the ground and be like, oh, woe is me. No, I have some fighting to do. I have to fight to get my life back. I have to fight to get all of this better than it ever was. I got to figure that out. I have to deal with figuring out how to protect my mom, but I'm not going to sink my ship to protect my mother. Now, it's not a suicide mission. I have to make sure that mom is okay, but I got to make sure I'm okay first. And if that don't happen, then no one gets okay. And I can't let that happen. Mom might be effed up. She might be SOL. I don't like that. But she also chose to follow my father. My father made a myriad of bad decisions, and I could prove it with dated messages that this is what was going to happen. And that one message I reread 2 years ago is exactly what happened. Exactly what I said would happen 2 years ago happened 2 weeks ago, a week ago, whatever. It happened exactly as I said it would. I don't have no crystal ball. I'm not clairvoyant. But I damn sure saw what was happening, and my father refused to admit that. So it is what it is. Oh, let's see here. Oh, Corey, no problems here, just saying. Well, I don't know what your sniveling comment is there. Yeah, I get a little pissy sometimes to deal with it. Who has power of attorney? That's Samantha Hart. There is no power of attorney. As of right now, nobody's been deemed incompetent. And I've been fighting to make sure that they keep their independence. And I'm not willing to take it from them. No, they gotta deal with it themselves. They have to choose to do the right thing. There's no power of attorney. Oh. Hey, Steve, love you, brother. It's me. I'm going backwards in the comments here. Oh, let's see here. Omar Youssef. I haven't spoken to my older sister in 10 years. I wish that was me. It's only 2, me and my sister. That's it. Max Racing Team 23. Your dad did that to you? Oh, I got on film. I filmed it. Because what happened was I had to go back the next day to get my Starlink. And that's where Tanya was like, oh, that's my overdramatic brother. He's doing a power play. So they did exactly what Tanya said to do, and that's what happened. I just made damn sure the paperwork was right, and that it wasn't Tom that did it; it was my dad that did it. But they were like, "Yeah, Dad's cool." They tried to do it with Tom first, and I'm like, sorry, deputy, go back. You need to get it from my father. And my dad coughed it right up. So whatever. Panka Prush Ram says, "Stay away and out of it." You and Sean and Matt agree with that. Just stay the F out of it. Which, let's see here. Is that why Howard County Sheriff's Department was in your last video? Yes, that was me. That was right before Jen walked out with the Starlink, and that was when I was issued the CTW. Now, I'm. You know what? I know you guys. I feel bad because I didn't read the comments here. I looked at getting Starlink, $685 to get it, and $120 a month. It's $150 a month now. Yeah, it's pricey, but I lose more money by not having it. So, sounds like your sister will be a real treat once the parents pass. I have deeper pockets than my sister, so better lawyers are coming my way than Tanya. Trust me on that. There are things that are sentimental to me that I will get out of that house. End of discussion. I have bigger pockets for lawyers. They can't even pay their own bills. Why do you think my father pays their bills for them? Steve, take care, brother. Cool. You know what? A lot of people wrote comments about this stuff, and I can't really get at all of them. I could barely see them. So, let me just scroll it again. I'm going to move back. Step back and do you. Rednecks and Hammer says that. Oh my, oh yeah, I get it. Everybody, I get it. Everybody gets where I'm coming from with this stuff. So, but no, let me tell you something. So, we're going to deal with this in the future for sure. It's going to involve lawyers to deal with the CTW potentially. My mother made comments about my father's mental state. I have it on film that my sister threatened my parents with where they're living if they don't do what she said. Yeah, I got that on film. So yeah, lawyers are going to be involved. And as time comes, I will probably be releasing some of that stuff. I believe I've been talking to a lot of people about this stuff, and it'll be what it'll be. All right, so I think I'm going to want to read that. Your parents are your parents, but still you don't need to stress, bother you. Same thing I tell mom, just forget about it. Forget about it. That's right, Omar. Forget about it. Forget about it. All right, yeah. So here what we're going to do. We're not going to talk about that no more. So no more comments from mom and dad, Texas, blah, blah, blah. I don't want to talk about that now. We will, but not now. Here's what's the most important thing right now, okay? Most important thing right now is how in the hell do I get all of this elevated to the next level, so to speak, right? Here's the problem. Listen. You hear anything? Oh, crickets. Even the crickets are tired of hearing me yapping. They fell asleep. All right. I'm the only one here. I'm the only one here. I drive the truck. I work on the truck. I got project truck. I got project truck. I got project trailer. I got a whole barn full of projects. I got project pickup truck. Well, that's leaving. But I'm only me. How do I do this? This is becoming insane. How do I do this? Well, the answer is I got to figure out now. I had Maggie come in here, weld them. She's got a full-time job. Dave came in. He had a family issue, parent stuff, I think, or his wife. I can't remember which one. And Terry, he's still available, but he's got a full-time job and only comes in and out a couple hours a day at most. So and he hasn't been here in a long time because I haven't been here and haven't done anything. This has been a storage building. So I have to, there you go. Me, yes, you need extra hands too. Absolutely. So trying to figure out how to hire somebody, please, full time. That's a lot of money. But I need to be able to have somebody doing what I do while I'm either here doing it, meaning I need somebody driving, or and I really don't want to put a driver in Orwell. That frightens me. But maybe I need to. Or maybe I need somebody in here full time. Where do you get somebody? Like, where do you actually, for real, get qualified help? Now, everybody knows I'm a big, I'm a personal friend of Tim Gentry. And most everybody, if you follow his channel, which you should, if you're following me, you really should be following Tim at least. But the guy Bryce that came down, Bryce actually came in for that job, and Tim hooked him up. And Tim made sure that the job was a good enough job for him to warrant moving down, and that's why he did. And Bryce has been And Bryce is an asset to Tim. How do I find somebody like that? And what can I offer somebody that was worthy of the job? Now, well, what is the job? Well, truck maintenance, maintaining Orwell. But you got to have the balls to do the stuff that I do. Pick up a cab with a telehandler and set it over there. What is going on outside? Oh, it's just a neighbor trailer. Sound like some noise out there. What the hell? All right. It's not uncommon. We have visitors here. So what do I do to get to where somebody actually would come here to work? I was thinking that a while back when Tim bought that one truck at auction, it picked up at Fox Valley Tech, the trade school locally. So I'm about trying to poach some talent from there. Young guys that are willing to actually do work, that are hungry, that want to actually work and get it done. Some will show up for work and do the work, and I don't have to babysit all the time. If you don't know what you're doing, we'll teach you. Look it up. It's not like I know everything, but I certainly know enough to get through. And if I can learn it, someone else can. But I damn sure need to take this up more notches because I can't do it all myself right now. Matt was promised that pickup for next weekend, and I have to do that. And it almost didn't happen. I almost had to figure a way to have somebody come and do it for me. So tomorrow's parts get in. So that's Monday. Tomorrow parts get in. Tuesday I put it together. Wednesday I take it for the alignment, and then when Thursday we're hauling to Columbus. That's another thing. We're taking a Razor with us in the big trailer. So I'm either going to go to Tennessee with the Razor or we're going to go to West Virginia with the Razor. So I've been looking up online about the Hatfield and McCoy trails all the way out there. So I definitely want to try to spend the weekend with Jen because Texas was rough. Jen took the time off too, and it hurt everybody emotionally. So she don't want to, we don't want to deal with that. We need our own time, and I gave away a whole damn summer trying to take care of everybody else's thing. Oh, by the way, I keep forgetting. I don't like to do it. There's 410 of you here. How many of you hit like? Hit that damn like. I know they say yeah. There's actually people that tell us people. There's YouTube people that talk to us and try to tell us how to make our channels better. Blah 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 blah. You got to push the likes and subscribe. So push the damn like button already. I don't want to beg, but just push the damn thing. It's right over there. Hit it. All right. Enough of you. There's sure to be 410 of us. I can't see it on this screen. So, but anyway, yeah, I need help. I absolutely need help, and I got to figure out a way to get somebody in here as full time as possible. And I've got to pony up the money to do it. So, listen, I need projects done. Projects done makes views. Views make money. That pays for employees. See where this goes? Okay. Orwell makes enough money when I run hard to pay everything plus. That's fine. But I want this bigger than what we are now. And I have to figure out how to break that cycle that where I just fall into this pit where I can't get nothing done. So I need help. So I am looking to hire somebody, but the right person. That's you. Hit me up. feszchakshop@gmail.com. feszchakshop@gmail.com. That's how you find me. You can look it up, find it somehow. But yeah, I damn sure need 332 likes. Thanks there. Who said that? The Fat Man. Fat Man say, yeah. Tim is going balls to the wall. He got that wrecker. Happy Hooker just bought 2 reefer trailers. He does not slow down. S.A. Morris. No, he does not. But he also has people that are helping him a lot. He's got a lot of employees. He's got a family that stands behind him. I have a family that stands in my way. Sorry, but I do. Not my son. My son's 1,000% behind me. The rest of them, my father watches my channel. I guess I'm entertaining for him. He'll probably see this, and I don't know. I might get a text, or I might not. Frankly, I don't really give a shit. Tech school graduates. Yes, that's the idea. My friends weren't impressed with the Hatfield and McCoy trails. They like Badlands better. Yeah, but I'm in Columbus, Ohio, dropping off a pickup truck, right? I got to go somewhere. So it's like, what's there to go? In Columbus, Ohio, where do I take a Razor? Leave comments if I'm dropping off a pickup truck in Columbus, Ohio, and can go a day's drive around Columbus, Ohio. Where do I go with a razor this time of year? Badlands, yes, that's awesome, but not this trip. It's the wrong way. I'm only trying to spend a weekend. But Tim might have something, so I was thinking about going down there and trying my razor through his pond, if it's even a pond anymore. But I that's why I bought it, because he let me drive the cleater beater when he had it. But yeah, I'd love to hang out down there with him a bit. But yeah, we'll see. I'll be able to hit the like button. All right, 390 likes on my counter. Awesome. I figured you was still in Texas at your mom and dad's house. Jesse and Jesse James, we have talked about it enough today. So if you want, when this is over, go back midway somewhere. I discussed the whole thing to a point. So yeah, that's what we talked about. But yeah, I for sure. You mother effer. Ricky Alcosser. Hi, Steve. I tuned in from the warm Caribbean. You mother effer. Oh, yeah. Why am I in Wisconsin? Well, at least I'm with Widmeyer, so I don't really have too many options. But even there, I need to get more trucks, drivers, people working. Maybe I could do more beyond Widmeyer, right? I have to hire somebody. I have to. So I need to help find somebody. I need to find somebody that knows how to work and actually do the job. So I'm trying to figure it out. Shorts and t-shirts all day. Yeah, I know. I went to the Keys. Let me tell you a story. Funny story. I don't remember what year it was. We took, you wouldn't believe this if I told you. Back in the day, I owned a 79 Cadillac. That's going to come up. I used to have 3. Now I got 2. But back in the day, I had a 79 Caddy. And I flat towed that thing on this motor. Yeah, this motorhome. And we took it all the way to Key West, Florida. Well, not Key West. We stopped at the KOA, which is at mile mark 19. But this motorhome went all the way down to Florida Keys and made it with no troubles. I had to work on a couple odd end things with it. But yeah, but that motorhome towing a 79 Cadillac on a tow bar. In fact, I still have the tow bar. But that's how I did it. Man, it's easy to read the comments out here now. It's all black. I can read them now. I live in Columbus if you need someone in an emergency. That's Silverado. No, I don't. Hope not. I would love to come to work for you, but I don't know how to get to you. FestJackShop@gmail.com, Leland. Like it? That's how you get a hold of me. FestJackShop@gmail.com. If you're looking for a job, that's how you get a hold of me. What kind of car is under the cover? The same car that's been in there for a while. It's a Mustang. Would like to get rid of all the junk, move to Texas, build a shop in your dad's place, get a job in Arlington, Texas. Arlington, Texas is nowhere near my parents. And no, I'm not going to work for $40 an hour and work for somebody else. That way the UAW can put me out when I don't agree with what they like. Yeah, that ain't going to work. Who said that comment anyway? I know you're not being an ass. I'm being the ass. That's Michael Love. Nah, I'm being the ass on that one. But no, I'm not working. I'm not working for $40 an hour to give it to the UAW to put me out and put my out of business. Daytona Beach, Florida, 65 degree. It's actually been warmer. It's been fairly warm here. Thought you was still in Texas and your dispatcher was finding loads in that area. We are in Denton. Have a hotshot driver in Illinois. She's been doing local loads over here. It's Jesse and Jesse. All right, yeah. We had the ability to get loads to Texas. Didn't want to. It's just not worth it. Not with Widmeyer. And I make better money running the routes I'm running, so. And right now in this economy, you got to stick with what you're going. But as for that motorhome back there, I forgot to tell you. I may as well tell you while I'm outside. I can read comments better, too. We went down at Christmas time. We drove out to Pennsylvania, New Jersey to pick up my boys, and then we took them to Key West. And it was Christmas. And I remember getting out of the campground, walking around, and everyone was like, hey, Merry Christmas, Merry Christmas. I'm like, what are you talking about? It's like 80 degrees out. Never in my life had I seen t-shirt weather on Christmas Day. So I'm walking around the campground Christmas Day, and people are saying Merry Christmas, and I thought they were insane. No, it actually was Christmas. And it was actually 81 degrees because we were in Key West. Or, what was that? Sugarloaf Key. 19-mile marker to KOA. Sorry, those are still a little acting up. Dodge makes a nice truck. Yes, and I love my truck. Hemi powered. I talk about that every now and again. Right there. I bought it in 22. I traded in the other one. So it's got the dual rear wheels. It used to be you had to get a Cummins when you ordered a dually. But this one, I special ordered and waited 4 months for it. That's the ultimate delete kit right there. No DEF. No DPF filters. None of that. At $2 a gallon difference, the fuel cost is identical. The Cummins burns less fuel, but you do have to pay more for the fuel. At $2 a gallon difference, it's a push. Did your father remove your sign? No, the one side. I'll answer that one about my dad on my dad's truck. No, the one side was sitting in the sun so long it started to peel, so I peeled it off. I never got to the other side because the way it was parked in the garage, there was a bunch of stuff right there. I just never got to it. But I was going to peel it off anyway. But, I don't know. He could probably... Dad, if you're watching, have Tom peel off my stickers off your other side of the truck for, I guess, you or me. I don't really care. I'll just make more, sell them. I'll have more stickers on more trucks than just yours if that's how you want it to be. But yeah, go ahead and take the stickers off my truck, off your truck, Dad. Oh, what am I doing? I was trying to look comments, not reverse camera. Hey, I love videos. Love listening to Orwell when you're going down the road. And it's Dijon Champion. Yes, it's cool. I appreciate that. I really do. My name is Robert. Go to Karen. What happened to two young people you had working for you? So Maggie, if I have welding or torch work, Maggie could come back. I mean, nobody can't come back. Everybody come back. It's just everybody's got full-time jobs. So I can't have somebody here full-time if they have full-time jobs. So it becomes a real problem. So yeah, I mean, Terry, I haven't even talked to Terry about coming back because I just got back. I'm trying to get things straightened up. So yeah, Dave, Terry, and Maggie were part-timers that came by. There's no beef with any of them. Just they have part-time jobs. Sorry, they have full-time jobs working for me a couple hours a day. That's great, but it doesn't get enough done around here. So I have to get a lot more done. So I need a full-timer, somebody that works hourly but actually puts in the work and is willing to learn how to work on semi-trucks and old trucks. I don't know. Do I got to put somebody through school? Through Fox Valley Tech? Do I poach some talent from there? How do I work this out? So I'm trying to figure that out. I don't know if I got any. Nobody emailed me, and I know someone's like, "How do I get a hold of you?" I gave you the email, but nobody emailed me. So there's that. Hey, where's the 4-door truck? Oh, the square body storage. I have my nose again. Sorry. Yeah, I junked the travel trailer, so there's more room in the storage barn. Square body went to the storage building, and that way we have more room in here to work. Because once we put the chapel trailer inside, man, it choked us up quick. But like I said, that F-150 is getting out of here next week, and we're towing it to Columbus, Ohio, and giving it to Matthew because it's Matt's truck. I just got to finish it. So that's how that's going to go. Power Rat said, I finally got George Orwell's 1984 book, Steve. It's actually pretty good. It's scary is what it is. The fact that they predicted all this crap all that time ago. Just sitting here listening to you talk about life, I understand. That's Brian Bishop. Yep. Jeffrey Boba Fett says way too far north from me. It's far too north for me too, but yet here I am. When are you coming back to Long Island? That's Ranger Sewer? Who knows? I got to get back to work first. How is the Goldwing coming along? Find that mirror yet? Oh, the Goldwing's over here. So I walked through this maze of mess. Yeah, like I said, I cleaned up some. My scrap guy's putting a new truck together, so I got 2 barrels now starting. He's got a new one going. Bikes are over here. Goldwing is fine. Actually, Goldwing's got some issues with fuel pump. I was talking to my dad about it, and we think it's actually an electrical problem, like a bad connection. Because when I start it, the fuel pump's right here, and you can feel it clicking. But you also see the headlight dimming and brighter every now and again. So we think it's an electrical problem. But these bikes are notorious with crappy electrical connections. There's the Goldwing, the Harley. Oh, and I fixed my air compressor. Fixed the air compressor. Put a new motor and a new pressure switch. Works good. I got to put my regulator back on though. New switch, new motor. Works great. Runs it up to 230 psi. It shuts off. Cause I need 125 for my trailer tires, and I did have to put in a check valve. That went out too. But yeah, so the compressor is good to go. That was a big thing to not have. That was a pain to not have that running. But yeah, so that's working good too. So I've been busy. I've been doing a lot of editing, getting a lot of crap done in here, just cleaning up. It used to be you couldn't even walk through like you're doing now. So it definitely got dicey. I'll read some more comments here. This might be easier. Steve, sitting here listening. Oh, we said that already. Orwell 1984. I'm late, but welcome home, Steve. That's Craig Bridges. Awesome. Christian Winters. Animal Farm is a good read as well. Yeah, it sure is. Chucky F.U. I'm looking for a used step deck. You trying to sell yours? No, I need to fix mine and get it on the road. Nikki Zitzloff. Hope Orwell starts when you get him. Orwell will start because the green APU will fire first, warming the engine. Then hours later, after the green APU is running, I will then turn over to Big Caterpillar and she'll fire right up and I will film that. Steve, I have no idea who he is. Steve, I have no idea who he is. Mini truck looks BS. I don't even know what you're talking about there, Superheim. John Coxhead, why not contact local tech college, see if there's any bright person coming through the school? I actually emailed them. I was gonna wait till next week to maybe start calling over there instead, because they wanted me to do videos over there too, talk about getting into the trucking industry. So I'm definitely gonna push that issue. That's the direction to go. If there's one lesson learned from this, we possibly keep your boys closer to you, so this never happens to you and them in your relationship as their dad. Yeah, big job, Ford. I'm very aware of what I have to do to make sure that things are golden between me and my sons as best as I know how. They are their own men right now. That's what you have to recognize. Resto Guy 1, what your email again? I'm in Wisconsin. It's Feschak, FESZCHAK, SHOP @gmail.com. Foxtrot, Echo, Sierra, Zulu, Charlie, Hotel, Alpha, Kilo, Sierra, Hotel. What's O? O. And Papa. What is O? What is O in that? Yeah, that's it, @gmail.com. I just got an email. I heard it go beep. Oh, it's Zillow. Tell me results for house searches. Okay, so that's the email there, Resto Guy 1. Rustic Model Works says, hi, Steve. Hey, what's up, Rustic Model Works? Corey, I've been away for a while. Plans for the trailer. Merch wagon. You know what? I should go up inside real quick. It'll work. I should show you what my thoughts are. M. Pageman says, I watch channels such as yourself, Tim, Just Trucking, and Mother Trucker to keep an eye on how the economy is doing. If there is trouble in the shipping world, bigger issues to come. Love to see good, honest folks succeed, especially those rocking old iron classics. Yeah, we're trying. Do you know anybody selling fuel tanks for 2008 Kenworth W9? I need one for mine. I have no clue. Oh, is Ocean? Omega. William Wallace says always for O goes Ocean. I don't know. I think Omega's probably right, Jared Moore. Oscar. That Texas W. I think Oscar is right. Always for Orwell. Yes. How do you like the new exhaust stack? Sounds really nice. I do really like the exhaust stacks. I wish that the B model cat sounded like the big what do you call it? The big E models, the C15, C16. Oh, I wish I never sold my 99 Pete with that big 600 horse C16. That's why I love Gentry's Rooster so much, is because it just so much reminds me of the South. All right, so talking merch wagon here. So let's go ahead and get in. Now I can actually get inside it with the, let me reverse the phone. Since I have the Starlink set up, that's what I'm running on. The Starlink router's right there. So we talked about that a little while ago too. But that's how I have signal inside with Starlink. So we're gonna go inside here. I'll show you. Some stuff has been moved and shifted. Jen did a really great job cleaning it out. So the way it works is the air conditioner was just right in here, which looks like it's ready to fall out of the wall. That's gonna have to be a bigger unit. So this is the office of the church trailer. So this is gonna be my office. So the idea is to sell merch out of it at like truck shows and stuff like that. So there's a desk here. These things are quality made too. The people that did all the cabinet work and the woodwork in here. This is some rock star solid stuff. I mean, this is not. If you could buy one of these trailers, you're getting quality work on as far as the work done. So anyway, this is a desk. Your chair would go here, computer can go here, my laptop, whatever. More cabinets, closets, and so on. There's no power. Oh my God, it's not coming out good at all. So this area where I was thinking, so that'd be a living quarter where that futon is and an office to work. So from here is where there was a pulpit here. That's the back door. I can read comments real good in here though. So the idea is sell merch in here. So people would come in and out here. I'd have to build aluminum stairs to come in and out here. You come inside and it'd be, if we're at a truck show, me and other YouTubers can use this trailer and set up a cabinet in here where you could pick up your merch, whatever you want to buy, and then I don't know, cash register over here maybe or something. I don't know. I could rework some of this. There's another air conditioner right there. Anyway, that's the idea. So this would be all store in here to buy and sell YouTube merch at truck shows. That's the idea. So I don't know. That's the thought. But I want the trailer to look exactly as it always did. Because to me, I think it's a piece of trucking history. So I want it to look like it always did. It just has to look like this, not be like this. But that's the idea. Climb down the ladder without that happening. I'm almost live on YouTube. Almost break my ass. That would have been funny if it happened too. But yeah, that's the merch wagon. That's the idea. That's what I want to do with it. Merch wagon. Oh, see here. I love the turbo wind down on whistle Orwell. It's just like a signature. Yeah, they all sounded like that. But mine sounds that way because no one else knows. Yes, military O equals Oscar. That's correct. Now I remember. 25-year-old VR5. Hello, Porsche. Not sure what you mean in there. Superheim. Samantha. Oh, that's Samantha Hart. O for Oscar. Let's see here. I would have purchased your yellow Peterbilt in a second. That's William Wallace. Oh, my other one. Oh, my God. If you knew what I sold that thing for, you'd smack me. Because back then, equipment was dirt cheap. Nowadays, I so wish I had. Oh, my God. I haven't seen it around either. I keep having visions of Orwell sporting a 2,300-pound lift axle pulling a 55-ton trailer, LOL. That's Greg Bridges. No, I have a better idea than Orwell doing something like that. That's what a V12 is going into. I know what I want that truck to go. I know what kind of truck I want the V12 to go into. I don't have the time or the ability to do it right now. So I want to hire somebody. I need somebody to get all kinds of work done. Automotive, trailer repair, truck repair, eventually drivers. Maybe somebody, if I ever found a driver I trust, maybe I would let somebody in Orwell, but I'd be scared of that. I don't know. There's options, but I think right now what's got to start is I need somebody to work in the shop while I'm gone. I need somebody that's more full-time than part-time for real. So I got to find somebody that knows how to work. Look, trying to read the comments. Just keep going over here. That way the comments written in white contrast against the blue on the trailer. Power Ras is Oscar Romeo Whiskey Echo Lima Lima. Oh, I don't see what he's trying to say there. Oh, Orwell. Yes. Yes. Thank you for your service, Steve. Rustic Model Works. My father's Air Force veteran also. And Popcorn. Pete. Man that owned that truck. My son's grandfather, my ex-wife's father, used to own that Ford right there, the pickup truck. He's a Navy veteran too. A lot of military in my family, current and former, including myself. Oh, I'm scrolling comments talking about fuel tanks. Can I work? I got tools. Can I email? I can work. That's just me. I can work. I got tools. Can I email you? festcheckshop@gmail.com. That's where you email me there, just me. Foxtrot, Echo, Sierra, Zulu, Charlie, Hotel, Alpha, Kilo, Sierra, Hotel, Oscar, Romeo. No, not Romeo. Papa, P. festcheckshop@gmail.com. That's where you email me. Good to see you back, Steve, in good spirits. Hey, Larry Brown, you missed me a little. I wasn't such good spirits. Ah, it's depressing. Good to see you back, Steve. Oh, I said that already. All the cabovers are awesome. I think they are. They're definitely different. When I grew up, that's all we ever saw. My 93 Pete 379 N14 sold $17,500. When? That's dirt cheap. What was wrong with it? You know, William Wallace, you can ask what I sold it for, and I won't tell you. Because you will drive over here and smack me. Because I will want to smack me too. I'm purposely off camera trying to read the comments against the blue stripe. These things are terrible. Next time I'm doing this, guys, I'm going to set up the laptop so I can read them on the laptop. Let's get a cold start on Orwell. I will, but it won't be anytime soon. So we have to go finish Matt's truck. The parts will be in for Matt's truck tomorrow, the pickup truck, and then I'm going to tow it Thursday. We're leaving here to go to Columbus. So Friday, we're planning on either going to Tennessee or West Virginia with the Razor for time off with me and Jen. So might go see Tim, might not. Kind of depends on what he's got going on. But West Virginia is the idea. So if anybody wants to, if anybody in the area wants to go rip around Razors with your favorite YouTuber, again, hit me up, festcheckshop@gmail.com. And we'll take the Razors out. That's if I go to West Virginia. Was thinking about going to Windrock in Tennessee, whether I hang out with Tim or not, but I was planning on Windrock in the future, so I'm thinking West Virginia for now, because I've never been there. Granted, I've never done either one of them. Road to Rental says, yo, Steve, I hope you are doing, how are you doing, boss man? Well, I'm looking to be a boss man. I need to hire people for shop work. That's part of what I'm doing. How is your mother and father doing? My prayers. We talked about that a while ago, Michael. Just go back. I did a whole thing about it. Health-wise, mom's okay. Dad's not. He's doing better, but everybody else is doing terrible. Now I hear people. Oh, I think the neighbors are out here. Oh, yeah, the neighbors. These guys are owner-operators. They got those two trucks over there. So they're cool, too. They know of my channel. And, well, see, now cruising by you says Hatfield and McCoy trails are pretty badass. Somebody said they weren't. What up, Steve? This is Rob from Pennsylvania. That's Heckler. All right. What's up, Rob from Pennsylvania? My late father was Air Force. My stepfather was Navy. That's Greg Mitchell. Glenn S. Hello, LOFSC Trucking Steve. What's up? How was your father? We talked about that. Cabin in great shape. Oh, what? Popcorn? Popcorn's in terrible shape. Just a rusty ass Jersey, two-wheel drive Jersey truck from New Jersey. Just trying to recon. I think Cabovers are the best trucks ever made. And they certainly are good for getting in tight spots. So I'm going off camera because I'm trying to explain. The way YouTube updated is the comments go across the screen and they're small and they're white and just so much white background, it's hard to see them. So I'm trying to put the comment I'm reading in the blue stripe of the trailer. John Marchland says, "Hi Steve, still looking to hear your dad on the ham radio. I'll be sure to say hi if I hear him. If not, if he is not on the air at this new home, yeah, he has an antenna system going. He's got a dipole. He belongs to, but he's WB2PTG dash or slash 5. That's his ham radio license. So there's something he gets on like towards the end of the night in the evening that you might hear him on. I know he used to be when he was in Jersey, running a dipole. He used to run an 80-meter band. I think 40, 80 he used to be on all the time. I don't know how it's the same dipole. I don't know how he's got set up for different. And I'm pretty sure he's got the 2-meter up. I saw the 2-meter antenna on the side of the house too. Put your email address in your about section, Steve. Yeah, I probably should. That's Alpha Romeo 15. Again, that's Feszczak Shop, FESZCHAKSHOP at gmail.com. Looking to hire shop hand work. You don't have to learn it together. But I'm in North. Oh, Resto Guy 1. I'm in northern Wisconsin. I believe you're in Green Bay area. Yes, I still reside in Freedom. The old shop was in Freedom. The new shop, this one, is a little north of there. But I'm basically directly west of Green Bay. So I'm not far. As a matter of fact, all my part suppliers are Green Bay based. Almost all of them. We got one that's in Appleton. So we're north of Appleton, west of Green Bay, north of Freedom. It's Robert Stark. Robert Stark. Any relation? You got family in Jersey or Robert Stark? I went to a school with a Richard Stark. Sadly, he's deceased now. But I went to school with a Richard Stark there, Robert Stark. Neil R., how my parents doing? Rewind this video. Let's see here. Can I get tools? Oh, I can't work. Get tools. Email. Oh, no. Oh, here we go. We're back. USA, ex-U.S. Air Force here, Cypress, Texas. Hope to run across you sometime. I keep moving the thing down like that because I'm trying to read the comments in the stripe of the blue trailer. You're breaking up and buffering a bit, bro. Yeah, I saw that. I should be back. Hope to bear in mind it's a satellite connection from outside on a Starlink, and it's cloudy. I don't know how much that affects it or not. 80-meter single sideband is real popular with a lot of ham operators. I know my dad's got 80-meter. The old what do you call? At the old house, he had the dipole up, and that's what he ran a lot. He also had a big one on the roof. That was a directional antenna. We took that down many, many years ago. My brother used to drive for JB Hunt, Gambro, and he drove a Freightliner Argosy, and he loved it. Tim got a couple Argosies. Drivers seem to like them things. I know you feel about your parents. I could tell your voice that you're going to miss them, and that goes for your... No, I will not miss my sister. She could die in a hole. I will not miss her at all. F her. And the horse she rode in on. Mom and dad, like I said, I don't know my father if I'm dealing with a mental problem because of the medication or if he's just losing his mind, but he is not the James Feszczak that raised me. My mother is a victim of the two of them, and that will be dealt with. What is that? Neon Homer? KK4BFN here. He probably has a tuner and a G5 RV antenna, which is multiple. Man, I don't know. All I know is he's got a linear that's a homebrew that he made back in the early... he made it out in the early 80s. It's a monster of a beast. It's a stainless steel case that he had made where he worked. And it runs on 2 large vacuum tubes. And just recently he put a bigger power supply in it. So now it runs on 220 volt. So it makes amazing power. My dad's always talking about how badass this linear is that he has. I think he'd go up to 1,500 watts now. I think he'd do the full 15. It's a heavy beast. I had to carry it out of his old house. I know exactly, but right before he moved, he put that bigger power supply in it. But yeah, he runs a radio. I know he's getting into where you type it out and it sends it over the air. He did that old school RIDI. I remember him doing, but he did. He mostly just talks on it with the mic. But yeah, he's got. He had an old Yaesu radio, tube type, back in the day. Then he upgraded to the one he has now, much smaller, physically smaller. But he'll run that. It does pretty good barefoot, but with that big linear, he could talk. He could talk globally, provided the wind turbines don't get too loud, because he lives in the land of wind turbines, and they are radio noisemakers. But yeah, he talks on that from time to time. I started my trucking career 30 years ago, right out of Green Bay, Wisconsin, Schneider National. Don't work there no more now. I'm just how local how to Buffalo, New York. Local now to Buffalo, New York. Okay, I guess talking about my signal got better now. You look like the Rock guy on Fantastic Five. Okay, thanks. And it's cruising by you. That's how his name's pronounced. Okay, gotcha, cruising by you. Saw your shop being converted from what it used to be. Parking lot is a parking lot was always a spot in the cops would sit. They still do. They still do. And I welcome it because why would you steal my catalytic converters? The cops come over here to run radar. I don't like the fact they run radar, but matter of fact, one time I came in here, it was on Mark sitting there, and I'm like in an SUV, and I got out in the truck, I'm like, the hell are you? And then he flicked the lights on, I'm like, oh, never mind. He's like, man, we sit over here to eat. And I'm like, keep eating. I'm just going about my business. That was right after somebody stole the cats out of Mac's truck. So I was like, man, don't even play around my stuff, because just don't play around my stuff, because that's why. But yeah, unmarked car, so that was cool. But yeah, they do sit here, and I don't care. My grandparents ran a screaming Jimmy all over the states. Wish I knew what happened to that old cab with that old cab over. Yeah, probably junk like everything else. Power Rats FSC even sorry. I don't know what you mean by that there, Power Rats. Are you ready to get back to work? How's Orwell? Orwell's ready to go. I got a couple things I want to do to the trailer before we leave. But yeah, I got to handle stuff here before I get back trucking. Once I'm ready to go, obviously I'll be filming it. Oh, Tuesday, Video Tuesday. You guys do not want to miss the video on Tuesday, because I hauled a trailer on my trailer and was absolute hell getting it there. Um, yeah, and I mean, the hardest working record driver on planet Earth. He's a very gruff guy. He takes still crap, but good guy. Works real hard. I actually put plugs in the video for him because he worked that hard to get that thing loaded for me. So, game recognizes game. This guy's a real deal. So he's just a more successful version of me, but very gruff. Very gruff. Takes no crap. And yeah, so don't miss Tuesday's video. It's definitely worth watching. It's already up and scheduled. So you go. Where's the big Detroit going? What's uh, Bert Dingman? I know what it's going in. I have to find one and buy one, and it'll be a little while. So I can't release that yet. Got a couple mailboxes that will do about 12 to 15. Mobile boxes do between 12 to 1500. Oh, cruising by you is talking about a ham radio stuff. Dean Corey says, I am ham KD9PUZ. Spent time on my. I don't really know. There's something like local to where he lives that he's involved. Oh, I just got back from Texas. I just got here. Yeah. Rewind back. Talk to Texas. What the hell happened down there? Got a Cadillac to work on still? Yeah, I got two of them there, TC. I got a 90. It's either 90 or 91 that I just brought back here. And the other one's a 55. It's still in the storage barn. Glenn S. said phone died. Okay, mine. Did you see Tim Gentry new tow truck? Robert Stark said that. Yo, you got family in Jersey? Yes, I seen the videos. I have not seen it in person though. The dump trailer? I don't know what you're talking about there. Depending on the radio driving it. All cruising by you is talking about ham radio stuff. Starlink failing. Yeah, well, I'm been a while. It's not a perfect thing, I guess. Oh, let's see here. In the short from the last video, sounded like
he wasn't gonna do it talking about the new tow truck guy. Well, he's painting it now, so Glenn esque Elon Musk junk. Okay. Well, I pay a lot of money for it. Hi, Steve. Have a Con X33 and a Wilson. Hope you have a good day. Oh yeah, yeah. Where'd everybody go? 322 viewers on here now. A couple emails popped in. All right, cool. All right. Robert Stark, love that truck. Nice paint job on it so far. That's Ashman Canadian. You talking about Gentry's tow truck? Yeah. Tim is being very smart. I think he's being very diversified in what he does. That way, if one segment of the industry drops like a rock, he can recover. Think about it. His primary mode of business was boats, and people don't buy boats at 8%. And in this economy, it's hard to move boats, hard to sell them. So think about it. When interest rates were low, let me tell you when I bought that dually. When I bought the dually, the interest went doubled from when I bought the single rear wheel truck to the dually. The interest doubled. I got a lot of money in trade on my truck. In fact, I got so good of a trade, it paid off and put money in my pocket. When I got my trade in for the single rear wheel Dodge, that that was more than I owed on it. A lot more than I owed on it. Okay. But this truck with a heavy down because of the trade of the other truck, the payment that I pay every month doubled because the interest went up. So if it went up 3 points between the first loan with the first truck and this one, imagine buying $150,000 boat at 8%, 9%, 10%. Imagine. So if you're making your living hauling boats and people aren't buying them, what are you doing for money? So yeah, Gentry absolutely had to diversify what he's doing freight wise. It makes sense. So he's getting involved with the reefers, the cattle, the towing, all of that. It makes sense. He needs to make money. And he needs to be spread out everywhere so he can make money in every segment in case the boats just decide to just go belly up and end. I don't think they'll ever end, but if there's not a lot of volume, what are you going to do when all your trucks are based on hauling boats? So yeah, I now what we do with Widmeyer, that's a little different. Some of the stuff we haul, well, you have to have them because like the fire trucks and so on, right? You got Oshkosh Truck locally, military, although typically they pay for piss, but there's stuff to do. We survived the recession in '08, '09, pretty good. So I think we'll still be okay there too. But I still want to expand, and that's why I was talking about trying to hire people to work here at the shop because I need to expand this madness, and I need help. So if you're watching, haven't seen a few, but FS Festjack Shop, FESZCHAKSHOP @gmail.com. I need help working on the Ford cabover. I need help working on the trailer. I got car stuff to do. I'll finish that next week. Oh, if the other guy's for real, he can help me next. He can help me if he's local and wants to show up. Hey, show up with a work ethic. I'll put you to work for sure. You don't got tools? I got tools. If you don't got tools, we'll buy them. There's ways around it. So we got a bunch of cool stuff to do. I certainly want to try to get stuff built. I got a lot of cool projects I want to get into. So it's not just working on boring ass old trucks. I want to try to do something with my kids' cars, with my cars. Do cool stuff. It's definitely a cool job. I want to try to get that going. So I definitely need to get that side of things better on my life. I once was Alfa Romeo 15 says, I once was told by a banker or lender who specializes in auto loans, never trade in your vehicle. You're actually giving it away. He should. Yeah, I know, but I don't know if I could have actually private sailed quickly the first Ram I bought in order to get the dually loan quickly. That was the thing. You got to bear in mind, when that truck got delivered, I ordered it. It took 4 months. It actually took 3. But as soon as I got to Glamis, the salesman was like, "Hey, your truck's here." I'm like, "Well, hey, I'll see you in 3 weeks." And they're like, "Well, I'd like to try to get a one." I go, "Well, I got your trade here in California, so I don't know how we're going to do that." He's like, "All right, well, we'll take care of it." So now my truck was a special order because of the Hemi, so I ordered it exactly how I wanted it. So, but yeah, I had to trade mine quick, and I got a little less than I paid for it, and a lot more than I owed for it. That's how weird the market was at that time. So yeah, it made sense to me to sell it. But yeah, if you got like a average car, like even Jen's car, it's a C300 Mercedes. Oh, it's a Mercedes. Oh, I'm glad I own a Mercedes. However, it's not that fancy of a car. It's a nice car, but I would take a bath trading that. If I were to upgrade to like a E350, which they have one of Bergstrom's. Oh my God, it looks beautiful. I would take a bath in trading a C300. And Jen don't want to sell the C300. That's her first. That's her first car that was hers in her whole life. So she'll keep that car till she dies, and I will maintain that car until it breaks in half. So yeah, a car like that I wouldn't trade. Now pickup trucks, uh, heavy duty trucks is different, but yeah, the average car, yeah, like if my mom or dad were to trade a Ford Fusion in for an upgrade, oh, you're definitely taking a bath because they only made like 300 billion of those. I mean, who doesn't have a Ford Fusion? I mean, it is what it is. Oh, see here. Resto Guy 1, I sent my info, Steve. Yeah, I saw the email. I'll be in touch. When I get off of here, I'm going to go home and I'll probably email you. Hope you gave me your phone number. I'll call you. But yeah, I mean, if you're for real, you can start tomorrow. Like, dead serious. If I was allowed in the U.S., I would be there in a heartbeat. Why would a shamed Canadian? Why would you not be allowed in the U.S., a shamed Canadian? We let everybody in. We let anybody in. Why would you not be special? Trucks are never boring. Well, see, I'm in the trucking business. I want to do fun stuff like, like a burnout car, a drift car. I want to do fun stuff. We're going to Orwell to me. You got to bear in mind, Orwell's around me every day of my life. That's boring. It's fun, but not fun. I want to do cool stuff. I want to do something pointless and senseless. But yeah, cruising by it. No one wants work anymore. Sad. Yeah, no doubt. That's why it's hard. That's why I'm on here saying. Max Racing Team 23. I have a Ford Fusion. See? So does my mom. So does my sister. What does that tell you? Back to the trades. If you trade in a Ford Fusion on an upgrade, you take a bath because it's not a high value car. Heavy duty trucks, F250s, F350s, Ram 2500s, Chevrolets, the same thing. The heavy duties, they are valuable. Even half-ton trucks, they hold their value pretty well. SUVs do pretty good. Sedans, like even just Mercedes, not worth anything. Save the cabovers. That's right. Save the cabovers. Are you ready to get back to work? How's the weather? It's chilly, but ain't cold. We already had our first snowfall. I'll see here. Hey, from Wisconsin Rapids. It's Cody Broccoli. Cruising biases wants to. I don't know what that means. Probably talking about. Oh, no one wants to work. Yeah, I work at a Ford dealership. Ford Fusions are good cars. Glenn S., I'm not saying they're bad cars. I'm saying they're common cars. They're not valuable cars. They're valuable when you buy them. But you ain't giving spit for one for a trade because nobody actually wants a used Ford Fusion. Everyone wants a brand new Ford Fusion because the used ones, they wind up at the buy here, pay here lots or 199ride.com. And that's the way it is. Corey says big shop. Yeah, big shop. Mess. Big shop means big mess. Bring back old school paint jobs, stripe designs for the 70s, 80s, timeless. Just remember about pinstriping, hand lettering, and gold leaf. Color match drive line. Yeah, I've been working on that square body. Actually, that's in storage now. I'd love to finish it. I'm doing a Silverado style with my own little flair on it, if anybody picked up on that. But I'm by no means a professional painter. I do pretty good. I'm not going to pick on Tim. I think he's doing really good, actually. But he doesn't have a lot of time in painting. So you got to give the guy credit. He's got the stones to buy a truck and do a whole paint job and let YouTube laugh at him and tell him he doesn't know what he's doing. Meanwhile, he owns the truck and the haters don't. So he's telling me I'd rather be Tim with a crappy paint job than a perfectly good painting hater that has nothing. They don't make them no more. What are you talking about? Oh, Fusions. Yeah. I don't know. I have my opinion of the cars. I spent 13 days in Seattle NS Detention Center for walking down the beach in White Rock, BC. Didn't know I crossed any board. Oh, well, just tell them, Hey, he's 13 days in Seattle detention center for walking down the beach. Oh, and so you're telling me you entered? You say, hang on, that's funny. So a shamed Canadian said he couldn't come to the country no more. He said he spent 13 days in Seattle INS detention center for walking down the beach in White Rock, British Columbia. Didn't know I crossed any border. Ah, shoot, man! You see the news footage of our southern border? They walk whole like battalions of people across that border. Just walk on across, and Border Patrol's like, "Come on in. Oh, write your name down and come on in. Come one, come all." You should have tried that on the California Mexico beach. You'd have done a lot better. I don't know. I don't know if that was a legit mistake. Then do what you got to do to get through that and go on with life. I don't know. Don't sound that bad. I'm dead serious. They let everybody else in and mother cross the border. How come you're a problem? Well, I grew up in a cab over Pete till Dad hit a bridge with it. Oops. Yeah, that could suck. I love classic paint jobs. Glenn S. says that. Hope the family is healing up well down in the west side of Texas. Medically, I think they're doing better, but they're not suitable to live by themselves yet, which is a problem. And rewind this. A while back, I had gotten deep into what went on with Texas. So yeah, there we are. He's doing okay on painting his tow truck. Yeah, I think so too, Howard Jacobs. He's doing all right. So let me check something here. 6:38. All right. So it's 6:38 here in Wisconsin, and I've been yapping to you guys for a while. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna be closing this down soon, and then I'm gonna put the Starlink antenna away, pack all that crap up, and then go home and get dinner. So oh, where the hell have you been? Chad Keegan, glad you're back. Dude, I gotta meet you one day. Yeah, I'm back. Kinda. We're trying to get the shop straightened up, and then once everything's done and I handle the business with popcorn there, that pickup truck, I'm going to get back trucking. I got a couple things I need to do with the trailer that Orwell pulls, and I'll be ready to get back at it. So Shane McKinney, you got banned for 10 years, Enemy USA, and put on a no-fly list for 10 years. Should have did that with the southern border, man. Hate to hear that. Well, do what you got to do. So, anyways, let's send it out. Oh, by the way, especially now that we got another big-time YouTuber watching, hit them like. I'm not supposed to. I hate the beg. Hit the damn like button already. Chad, hit that freaking like button, huh? You got to rewind to see the rest. Because I'm getting ready to jump out of here in a minute here. So I guess what I'll do is hit that like button for real, start smashing that thing, and I'll answer some questions here before I go. Good to see you back in the shop. Have a good night. It's Howard Jacobs. How have you been, FSC Trucking? It's Travis Williams. Been busy. Got back from Texas, and I just been trying to get the shop in order. So cleaning right now because I'm getting ready to get that F-150 out of here. And then we have to have room to get, because I don't got the big door behind me. I got to get the big trailer in here too. So I still have to service the big trailer. So I'm going to sashay some of this Ford stuff around. Trailer will fit dead center. Be good to go. Actually, cab's going to go against the wall, and the frame is going to go against that wall lengthwise. And then keep the trailers towards the center beam. Back in. We have plenty of room. That's the game plan for working on the trucks. Sam Duty says, thank you for sharing. Your life is very appreciated. Oh, I try. Sometimes I worry about it, share too much, but then people seem to take interest in what I've been going on. So, and the whole thing with my parents in Texas, a lot of people remember hey, Dave, there you are. Have a good night. Dave, where you been? We need help. So, yeah, that's Dave, one of the guys that were working part-time. Big guy. Was helping with Maggie with the trucks. So, yeah, Dave, we're back. I'm looking for more help, more full time now, because this me doing it all in a couple hours here, there in a week. It's not working, man. I need more help. So, Dave's got a good deal going with his full time job. So, he's a good dude. Whoever Dave works for, Dave, he's worth his salt. Trust me on that. Oh my God, it's so hard to read these comments because it's all white. I'll see you hook up with Dane Scott's Trucking Lounge. The other YouTube guy, Chad Keegan, knows him. Dane Scott's Truckers Lounge. Chad, you got my Chad. You don't have my number. I need to talk to you. Just because we haven't talked in the past. Chad, get my number from Garrett Hodges, and then call me. And when I get off here, you can give me a call. But get my number from 18 Wheels Rolling. He's got my number. Give me a shout, dude. I've known you, see you on the channels, but I never actually talked to you. So give me a call. Get my number from 18 Wheels. Would you miss the national cabover came on? Right now, I have to eat what's on my plate, and then I'll work with it. But yeah, that's that. Yeah, G Money. Get my number for him. Give me a call when I get off of here, because I'm gonna get off here, pack up the Starlink, and then go home, eat dinner. Oh yeah. Hope Tim Allen says, I love you, Steve. You're a blessing. That's Tyler Allen. Sorry. No, I'm not a blessing. I'm just the average working slub with an effed up family. Mr. Pageman says, if I hit like twice, I could. That's the like button. Man, you got to be hitting them like button and pushing this channel up there. But I'm out here doing this crap for an hour 52 now. And point we had almost 500, and now I'm at 272. So apparently everybody dropped off. I got boring. Hell, I wouldn't even watch me that long. Well, let's see, hook up. Oh, you said that already with Chad Keegan's guy. I got to catch up with some of these guys. Samantha Hart says, good night, Steve, at FSC Trucking. Yeah. Chad says, I'll give you a holler. All right, cool. All right, well, that's going to be the end of it. I'll let Samantha comment with the last one, and we're out of here. Thanks for watching, guys. I've been filming, if you see. Where is it? Here. So I got the GoPro. So I've been working, filming, doing my thing. Just getting caught up with the old content. Tuesday's video is going to be an awesome video with a very gruff record driver loading a trailer on my trailer, where my customer was pissing this guy off and pissing me off and pissing everybody off. It's a lot of pissed off people. And a waterfall. So don't want to miss Tuesday's video. All right, everybody. I'm out of here for real this time. Later.